played solo Mount of the Gods on hardcore mode for over 3 hours. Alright, as you see here, pretty much the whole thing goes up to nearly 4 hours, but it isn't like, it isn't really. We barely reached 356 right here. I mean, the title could have been 4 hours, but it wasn't there. Alright, so basically in the beginning of the survival, I spawned within a sand desert biome kind of area, and I was limited on my supplies, but I knew the key to basically winning the whole game, no matter what mode, is to appease the god. So I made sure to reach that happy area no matter what. After a while, there was only one singular animal, if you could call it an animal. It was the scorpion. I mean, it provided some stuff like the green mushrooms, but the only way I had to combat it was by basically drowning it. I did manage to get some food over time, like corn, bananas, stuff like that. Nothing too major. I knew right away that the corn might go bad or the bananas, so I made bins, and then with the bins I also made an alchemy table, and I started producing potions. Potions are basically the easy method of keeping a large quantity of substance, food, and storing it for later. It's also good for sacrificing into the pit, so that helped. Alright, after quite a while, some grassy areas started to form on the side and bottom, and it was pretty flat, pretty solid of an area. So I decided to move my large abundance of stuff over to that area. I made a new altar over there, and I started preparing a huge storage area along with farms. We did start to get, well, not we, but I did start to see a few more animals, like a few lions, but nothing like cattle or chickens. So nothing too beneficial, so I stuck to farming for quite a long time. I don't think it was until the 3 hour mark or above as to where I finally got a chicken and cattle, but by that time I was very exhausted. Supplies were growing because we finally got large logs, which provided for farms, large plots, bins, and everything else. So that was pretty good. This is a little bit of a weird one, but way up in the top corner, opposite side where I was, some like dead grass kind of area started forming. I didn't really know what it was, but dragon fruit would grow on a singular tree over there, and then the tree kind of just died. It wasn't anything special, anything beneficial to me. If I did get it, it wouldn't provide any substance to my survival. It would maybe hinder my survival a bit. It wasn't beneficial at all at this time, considering all of my storage and everything I had. Over a little bit later, over on the side, after more development happened to the island, we did finally see our first animal, chicken, and I did finally get a green mushroom. So it was cool to see them, but I didn't really use them. I had enough potions to last me forever, and at this time, really tired of the game. This was basically around the 3 hour mark or above, and I was tapping out. So what season? How many seasons did I reach? I reached quite far on my own within 3 to 4 hours. I managed to reach season 65 at the 350 mark, right about. I had to look back into my footage and find the last moment I checked. I believe I reached 66 because it was kind of changing to nighttime during that time and then back to day. But I think it was in between a cycle, so I don't think it officially counts as a full season. But it was pretty cool seeing. Yeah, I was during a rest period, and then it turned over into an actual period, I believe. But then it turns back into a resting period, I think, and then back into another. I'm not sure if there was another season right there, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see that. At the very end, I decided, and I want the 100 chickens defeated achievement, so I massacred my chicken farm pretty much, and then went out over to the lions to go battle them, see what I could do, and I basically died over there with the halo on. I figured, yeah, I'll take this. I knew what I was getting myself into. I had the steel hammer, warhammer or whatever, and it is pretty good of a melee. It's pretty good. I kind of like the leather cap for 50 plus HP. I never used armor before. I felt like leather was pretty useless. There's a lot of items that are pretty useless. There's supposed to be like quality of life kind of things, but the game is super easy to where they're not even really beneficial. If you have a bow and arrow or bamboo blowgun, I believe they reach anywhere around the map, so you can literally zoom out and shoot things from far away. So basically anything health related, beneficial, kind of like that, it's not really that great unless you're full melee. Because ranged weapons are always better. And basic survival beats hunting. You can farm if you know what you're doing. Forever, basically. And some things are better than others. Corn, very difficult. Cactus fruit, very difficult. But if you get a pumpkin, you're set for life. Alright, that's pretty much the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't think I'm gonna do this ever again. 4 hours is a huge amount of time, pretty much. The game is super fun. Highly recommend it. Mount of the Gods. Go check it out. Really good. And enjoy it with friends. Don't play solo. It's very tedious solo, especially on hard mode. I don't know the difference between hard and easy other than the starting point, but it's pretty much the same thing. Do the tutorial, learn up if you're gonna play, and just have fun, enjoy it. Alright, thank you for watching, thank you to everyone who supports, and I will see ya.